Hi guys and gals, how we doing? We are here at Fulton Speedway. Gave this one to you on Wednesday as a reminder to get your butts out here this coming weekend, Outlaw 200 weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They added the Thursday last year. New clay was put on the Speedway, and as you can tell, it's looking pretty good actually. So they've had the ideal conditions this week, and it has really come in well. So again, Thursday, that's what you're going to see. I think it's 4-cylinders, mod lights, novice sportsman, and hobby stocks. Of course, FultonSpeedway.com is the best way to find out all of this information. And of course, look them up on Facebook too. They'll have a presence there. And do not forget about the Hurricane event, which is on Tuesday of Super Dirt Week. So once we start racing tomorrow on Thursday, they're going to go straight through with Sunday being the only day off. And remember, they moved the stuff to nighttime at Super Dirt Week. But this one here, I wanted to share a couple of memories because this is where it all started for me. 1990 was the year. I was the voice of the Auburn Astros baseball team, New York Penn League. We had Billy Wagner and Luis Gonzalez come through there, by the way, but didn't really want, being a racing announcer was never something that was really on my to-do list. I liked racing. We used to go to Watkins Glen. 3 years leading up until 1990, we used to go for Vintage Weekend and GTO GTP Weekend. Watched a lot of Cup. I mean, who didn't back in the 80s and even into the 90s? That was the heyday, really. So when this gig came around, it was like, all right, it was here and also at Utica Rome Speedway. Arnie Pugh had been the announcer. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what he had, but he died. So they needed somebody, and they needed somebody now. They called the college where I just graduated a few years before. Yeah, we used the term graduated with quote marks around it. And they were looking for a play-by-play guy who they might get into, convinced that racing was cool and maybe not have to look for somebody every year. I fell in love with it right from the start. Worked here at Utica Rome Speedway through 1993. Picked up Brewered in 1991, but this is where it all started. I remember that first night. I remember asking what a modified was. I had no idea. I had never seen one before. I didn't understand what the term meant. I quickly identified, of course, with the stock cars back when they were truly stock cars. And, but this is where it all started. So obviously this big weekend, I didn't even work the 200 weekend the first year. I was so bad. I had never been. I didn't know what the cadence was like. I had no idea really what I was even supposed to do. Roy Sova was somebody who helped me a lot. They brought him out on week 2. He gave me some great advice. So they had Roy Sova and, why can't I think of his name? Freddie Osmond from 5 Mile Point Speedway. So I sat in the stands and watched and listened to those two. Of course, Roy, great pipes, great cadence on the racing. And Freddie was more, having fun and joking and everything. So I'd like to think that I'm a little bit of both of them, although I think over the years I got more towards the Roy side than the Fred side because, it is serious stuff sometimes. I mean, yeah, you want to have a little bit of fun, but not right after somebody flipped and had to get extricated from a car. So, but this is where it started. 35 years later, I'm still attached to this. There's nothing I would change when it comes to my involvement in racing. These racers are some of the most passionate people I have ever met in my life. The fact that they will spend the money they spend to, in some cases with support divisions, only run for a few $100s maybe. And it is something that has taught me a lot about life, has taught me a lot about how to carry yourself. When I got involved in 90, I still had some rough edges to work on. And of course, in the early and mid 80s, I was just totally out of control. So racing helped me rein that in. And I know a lot of other people, I've heard this from a lot of other people who have said that without racing, they might have been in a different situation or maybe not even been here today at all. And I think that I can firmly put myself in that situation easily. As it showed me the way, and as I saw that there were other places to go within racing, I knew that I had to carry myself appropriately, both on and off the racetrack. So thanks to all of you guys. I'm still involved with this. I value our friendships very, very much. Again, I have unbelievable respect for each and every one of you who do this, whether you're the guy behind the wheel, the family that works on the car, the person who builds the engines or the chassis or the body panels or puts the graphics on the car or sells you the fuel and tires. It's an amazing extended family that we all have. It's a community. and probably the strongest community outside of the folks in maybe law enforcement, military, and fire control, stuff like that. But love you guys, seriously. Thank you for showing me the way, and I hope everybody. I know you've all got a little bit of that pit in your stomach thing going on right now, because this is the big end of the year, and you want to finish strong, while at the same time we all know what can happen any given night that you suit up at a racetrack. So I hope you all are feeling all right. Like Corey says, hopefully you're not waking up at 2 in the morning like I did for a couple of days here until I got my last few little things sorted out for the coming week and a half here. But I'm praying for a safe Super Dirt Week. Of course, all our friends in law enforcement, we're praying for you guys too, and everybody across the world. We're hoping for some peace and some better times for all of us. So make sure to subscribe, turn on those notifications, guys, and got a lot of stuff here, and we'll take a little bit of break before things get busy. We're planning on the Mike Rod race at the fairgrounds on Monday. We'll get all signed in and everything on Tuesday. Wednesday night, everything happens. It's all nighttime stuff. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And, of course, the Wednesday stuff runs again Friday, and the Thursday stuff runs again Saturday. Sunday is there for a rain date. Hopefully, we won't need it. Guys, wish you all the best, man. Don't worry. You'll get through this fine. And whatever happens, happens. And I wish all of you nothing but the best.